Surrounding this heat dome is what we're calling a ring of fire. Now, severe storms, they like to set up shop around that area of high pressure, and that's going to be the case in an area closer towards the south and east. The Carolinas, for example, they're in the bullseye of seeing storms tonight with a newly upgraded risk. We also have Georgia, Florida, Alabama at risk too. Fox Weather's Brandy Campbell, she's in Charlotte, North Carolina, where we have that now level 3 out of 5 risk. Brandy, as folks are getting ready, all this heat that has been taking the headlines, are they prepared for storms to follow suit?
Feel the fan while you're rolling.
Kiana, I really hope so, because today can be very deceiving for the folks here in Charlotte or really just across this region, because it is such a sunny day. It looks like the weather would be nice for the remainder of the day, but we know that is not going to be the case. So we're going from this smothering heat that we're feeling right now and then transforming later on to some potentially dangerous storms. It's about over 7 million people, I should say, that are included in this threat, that level 3 out of 5 threat that was upgraded to a level 3 out of 5 today between the Carolinas and Georgia. And between those states, the risks that we could see, that could include some dangerous damaging wind gusts between 55 to 70 miles per hour. We're also looking at hail that could be around a quarter size of hail. And for some of these storms, because our Fox Weather forecasting, they're telling me they're going to be spotty. If some of those storms, if they are slow moving, they could lead to some localized flash flooding. And with thunderstorms, there's always the risk for lightning as well. So you got to keep that safety in mind. Just yesterday, fire officials got a reminder that thunderstorm safety is, quote, no joke. So about 2 hours south of us in Columbia, South Carolina, yesterday, 20 people, they were struck by lightning while they were swimming at a beach park. The bolt of thunder, or lightning, excuse me, hit the water and energized a metal cable with buoys on it that surrounded that swimming area. So 12 of those people, they were sent to the hospital to be treated with non-life-threatening injuries. So just a quick reminder as we go into another day with some potential for dangerous weather, just to make sure you are in a safe location once things do begin to pick up. Now, we talked about the heat already. Okay, it's still hot here in Charlotte, North Carolina. One upside to these storms that I'm seeing is the potential for the temperatures to drop just somewhat. If I look at our Fox Weather app, it's showing the temperatures. They've been in the upper 90s today. And when these storms roll in, cold temperatures could roll from the tops of those storms and rush down to the surface and drop the temperature maybe 10 degrees or more. So that could be a little bit of a relief, but you're not going to want to be outside anyways. Now, Kiana, the last thing I do want to mention, obviously people are always traveling. So one thing you do want to keep in mind, if you are traveling by airplane, the FAA, they've already given their warning that these storms, they could cause some issues at some of the airports here in Charlotte, of course, but even major cities like New York, Washington, D.C., excuse me, not New York, or Atlanta, and even going further south to Miami. So a lot to look out for. And of course, nothing yet here in Charlotte, but we know we are expecting something later on in the afternoon. Back to you.
And Brandy, I have to ask, we just kind of showed that live shot of Charlotte where we had the feel-like temperature factoring in the dew point. It's at 120 degrees. Can you verify that standing out there? Because looking right now, we have temperatures that are anywhere between the upper 90s to triple digits. You add in the dew points, you have a wind at 1 mile per hour moving out of the northeast. Tell us what it actually feels like as you're standing here giving this report.
I feel like I've had a mister on me and no cold air. You know what I mean? It's muggy. I am sweating. And my photographer, he was so nice to set up a fan for me because it's so just nasty out here. You don't want to stand outside for long periods of time. I can tell you that for sure. I came from Miami, and this feels worse than
my
Miami.
Goodness. Of course it does with that onshore breeze. Brandy, stay cool out there as much as you can. We'll be checking in with you through the afternoon.